Here's how I wish, I'm going to give you a weird one. Here's how I wish, if I could pass a wand, I wish people lived their life. I wish people live their life, most people, like the way they shop at a grocery store. You walk in a grocery store, thousands and thousands of things are presented to you. And you get to see them all if you go up and down, because you got to do your weekly shopping. And you take your cart, and you put in your cart what you personally enjoy and you think is a fair value and you think it's good and healthy or whatever it is for your family. You think this is the good stuff. This is what I want. And then you pay your bill and you walk out. What we don't do at a shopping one is go, could I see the store manager? Just for the record, I hate Brussels sprouts, and you've got a whole section of Brussels sprouts there. My children have to walk by the Brussels sprouts. I hear they're terrible. I think they're terrible. I don't think they're healthy. How dare you have those things in the presence of my family? Instead, we don't do that. We don't do that. You know what we do? We just walk on by. And we take what is good for us, and we leave. And I wish we could live life more to that. My critics, Sean, I've only had one comeback to my critics, for the most part, for 40 years. When they say whatever they want to say, and they're allowed to have whatever opinion they want, because they bought it, it's theirs. If they were in front of me, I would gently tap them on their shoulder, and I've done this to some, and the answer is always the same. If you don't like what I'm doing, then you should spend your time and money on things you personally enjoy. I can't fix this for you.
Yeah, totally fair. I agree.
This is a you thing. So just go get some stuff that you like. But I don't understand why you need to go to the internet and talk about. I've said it before in interviews. You may have heard me.
I have.
I don't like Brussels sprouts, but I don't go to BrusselsSprout.com and complain about them. I just don't consume it. So people that I perceive, that I judge, because I am as flawed as anybody else, Sean, I don't hang out with.
I don't blame you.
It's done. And so I just go, I'm ultimately in charge of my own personal happiness. And I get to make the choices that get me there. And if I'm doing things that aren't happy, then it's a weird one. Because I've had plenty of people come up to me and they go, my dad drives me crazy. 50-year-old people, my dad drives me crazy. Why does he drive you crazy? Because whenever I take the kids over, he's mean and he's obnoxious to them, which isn't fun. And I understand why. And it's like, well, how long have you been doing this? Oh, almost his whole life, but for the last 20 years, he's always mean to the kids. I don't know. I'm at times I can be black and white. I think that there's two options at that point, and I'm overly simplistic, so whatever. One, don't visit your dad anymore.
It's an option.
But that's a hard one
that is
for people.
Tough one.
The other option is, well, I can't cut my dad out of my life. No, I understand that. Actually, it makes way more sense. Then you've got to go in knowing exactly that tiger has stripes. So you've got to turn to your kids and go, look, we're going to go see Grandpa. He's probably going to say a couple nasty things to you. Just get ready for it. Let's go. Let's go. And you just go. So when he does it, you all wink at each other and you go, see, told you. I told you Grandpa was going to do it. Remember we had a bet? Was he going to do it at minute 5 or minute 10? Jimmy wins. Make a game out of it then, right? Instead of making it tense, just enjoy it. Enjoy. Look I've got a mother-in-law that has dementia. And it's harsh.
Got family members too. I get it. It's
harsh. So all you can do, and her memory now is probably 30 seconds. It's tight. All you can do is just be in the moment for 30. And then, if she asks the exact same question, be in the moment for that 30. And you may have to answer the question. I've done it. I've had to answer the question 20 times. But it's new to them every single time. Let's go. I don't use words like, hey, don't you remember I told you? I don't do that. I don't insult her. She's got dementia. And I don't go, hey, we've talked about this before. I don't do any of it. I just go, this is Groundhog Day. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And if I can't do that, then I shouldn't be visiting her, or I keep my visits short. But I can do it. I can actually do it for hours, right? Like, oh, let's have a good time. Why? Because every time you give her the same information, if it's a happy memory, it puts a smile on their face, and you go, wow, she got 40 smiles. In a normal circumstance, she might have only smiled once because she would have remembered that information. But she got told that information 40 times and got to smile 40 times. What's wrong with that? Not bad. I mean, obviously, we wish she didn't have dementia. But here we go. So I don't know, at times you have to just make lemonade out of the lemons that are dealt you, Sean. That's all we got. But those are personal decisions. And you and I, everybody, we have to find inner peace. I've got my things that give me inner peace, as odd as it may be for people, and I understand my oddness. Let me tell you, my mom scratched her head many times, Sean, about her own son. So she would have, if you had said, Shirley, her name is Shirley. If you had said, and she's not here, but if you said, Shirley, tell me about Todd, here's what I know her first reaction would be. She would roll her eyes.
That's great.
She would go, because it would be the where to begin with Todd. He has been in trouble since the first day. I have been on a first name basis with every principal at every school I've ever gone to, right? So I'm not advocating anybody to be like me on any level, not even my children. I don't wish me on my children. I just know that the life I've lived, given the adversity I've had to go against with building my career and status quo that I've had to rail against, I've had to just build this Todd. And it works. It works for me. I don't, I go to MBA, sometimes I talk to MBA classes. And the first thing I do, I go, I'm not telling you how to make money. And they hate it. Sean, I got to tell you, they hate it. Like 80% of them are sitting there and they throw their pencil down, they look at their guy and they're going, bro, you're not going to tell us in 10 steps how to make $1 million. What are we here for? You know what I talk to them about for the most part? Keep your integrity. I think it's the only thing that goes to your grave with you is your integrity, right? Money, that's fleeting, right? Like it comes and goes. And oh, by the way, if you're going to be a douchebag, make sure you're making money for somebody, right? Because nobody hangs out with bad people willingly. They only do it because he serves a purpose. And then you can see they're all like, and out of usually 100 people, in all honesty, about 100 people, I know I'm only talking to 4 because everybody else is already baby sharks. They're going to sell their soul. They're going to go to Wall Street, whatever else. But sometimes I end it with this. I go, hey, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I was just going to go just a couple more things, and I'm going to go. Appreciate your time. Let's just do a hypothetical here. You wake up tomorrow. You're not feeling very good. And by noon, you're feeling terrible. So you make a phone call. They said, yeah, we can squeeze you in the doctor's office. You go to the doctor's office, go see the doc. They take draws of blood, and they said they're going to run it out to the lab, run all the tests. You go in the lobby, you wait. So you go out there, get your phone, look on your cell phone for a while. 45 minutes later, doc comes out. He's got a dead serious look on his face. And he comes and he says, I need you back in the room. You go back into the room with the doctor, and then he breaks it to you. We ran all the tests 3 times. You have inoperable cancer. Modern medicine can do nothing for you. It's too late. You will be dead in 3 weeks. I'm sorry to have to deliver it to you. Now, I'm going to ask you 2 questions before I go. 1, given that you know that to be a fact, and that you're going to be dead in 3 weeks, I'm going to assume everybody in this room has somebody they care about deeply. And if you care for them, I'm going to assume they care for you too, just as deeply. But in 3 weeks, that human being is going to be without you. Can you imagine the heartache and the pain and the grief that human being is going to go through? It's going to be trying. So my first question, if you could pick one person to help the one that you love the most, to soft land, to just be there, to comfort them, to just be a shoulder through that time when you're not going to be there, who would that person be? I'll give you 15 seconds to think of them. And I do, Sean. I stand in silence for 15 seconds. And then I go, before I go, going to ask you my very last question. The person you just chose, Are they the richest person you know, or are they the best person that you know? Why not be that second person? You guys are chasing money, and when it mattered, you didn't go there. Not even you. Be good. Just be good. Somebody will always want you. You're going to always be needed. Nothing wrong with that.